I am back, making a second video for this year. Trying to get the car together, trying to get things done, waiting for stuff to come in the mail. You know how that goes. When you break shit, you gotta wait for shit. So just an overview on what I got going on or what I'm trying to do. First thing I'm trying to take care of is on the turbo, the front turbo, the oil drain. Decided it didn't want to be a gasket anymore, so I had to swap that out. So that's probably the first thing I need to take care of. One of the projects I'm already pretty much done with. I put in Turner Motorsports coolant reservoir there. That's all in, pretty much ready to go. Doing the power steering rack, changing out the tie rods, inners and outers. I gotta put the subframe back up before I can do that, so I need it bolted in place so I can get the inner tie rod loose from the steering rack. The last thing I'm working on is got a custom piece from Guru Auto Works. If you're on any of the N54, 335 chat groups on Facebook, you've probably seen some of their work. They make all kinds of transmission upgrade stuff like mounting plates, new hoses, different stuff like that. What I had them put together was a port block off for the radiator when you switch over from the factory transcooler to an external transcooler, like a 19 row or a 25 row air to air cooler. So that should be here soon. If you look down in there, that's the port I had to rig up to block off the transcooler, and so I'm gonna pull that out of there and let you get a closer look at what I did. And I'm gonna show you on my old radiator where it's supposed to mount and what it's gonna look like. Alright, well, here's the piece that I rigged together to fit in there. As you see, it's kind of big and it takes up a bit of space, and I didn't like how it was rubbing on the charge pipe going into the intercooler. So normally it's in the radiator like this, and as you can see, it's kind of long, takes up a bunch of space unnecessarily. Plus I'm planning on going to a forward mount intake manifold, and I was afraid this might get in the way and cause a problem. So the solution was this. And as you can see, it goes in, barely takes up any space. And right now they're not on the market, I don't think. Practically just made them a week ago. So the guys over at Guru Auto Works, I guess I'm one of their little test monkeys right now. So we're gonna see if it holds water, if it holds the antifreeze in there, no leaks or anything like that. I think he said the finished product will probably be aluminum instead of, I believe this is made of nylon 12, might have been 3D printed or something like that. I'm not sure, but this is the rough draft, so it'll probably be in testing, I don't know how long, and then once the concept gets proven, it'll probably be something a little bit more substantial like aluminum, and then you can pop it in and give you a little bit more cleaner setup when you're doing your transmission cooler swap. As you can see, that's what it looks like in there. Doesn't take up a whole lot of room or anything, nowhere near the charge pipe. So hopefully it works and holds the antifreeze and everything. Probably won't find out till next week. I'm still waiting on some stuff to come in the mail before I can turn the engine over. So fingers crossed. My other project is trying to get this sorted. It seemed like I had some leaking coming from the lines. I had on one end I had the Racetronics quick connect. It was like a screw-on type, and it seemed like it kept leaking or whatever. I had the same problem at the high pressure fuel pump, so I decided to ditch those style, and I got these quick connects from Precision. As you can see, you just pull back and then you can pull it out just like you do an air hose. And I'm gonna try these out. Hopefully they won't have any leaking. Waiting on some more parts to come from Amazon. I need an adapter to go in here, 10A in to 6A in. So hopefully that works and I don't have any more issues with the fuel system. I done spent so much money on fittings and all of that stuff, so hopefully it's the end of that nightmare. All right, this is the main reason we're here. Why I got the whole subframe torn out is I had to get in here and put a new gasket there on the oil drain. As you can see, I already cleaned everything up, and the drain is ready to go back in there. It's a pain in the ass just for that little bitty thing, but I'm praying that that's the only issue and there's not something deeper. I don't really see anything else that would give me a pause otherwise, but guess we're gonna find out. It's gonna be dessert or disaster. Alright, it's the front oil drain. As you can see, I already put the gasket on. I put a little bit of RTV sealant, not a whole lot, just enough to make it stick in place, so when I put it up there it's not moving around. I think that might have been one of the issues, is when I was trying to put it in place it kept shifting when I tried to bolt it in. So this time I put enough just on the margins so that it would stick and hold in place while I bolt it in, and hopefully I won't have any more issues. As you can see, it's brand new. It's not really, even from it being in the car for a few months, it's not kinked or anything, so keep my fingers crossed. Well, got the line back in. Now hopefully it keeps from leaking. So right now, priming the engine up. Just took all the spark plugs, coils out or whatever. Hooked up the battery, and I just want to do that about 4 or 5, 6 count. Do that about 6, 7, 8 times. Primer the oil through the engine. The car's been sitting for a little bit, so I don't want to dry start it or any potential for that to happen. So put the antifreeze back in, put the oil in, cycle the engine, make sure the oil's all the way through there, and then hopefully we'll turn it over and it'll start up. Won't have any oil coming out of anywhere it's not supposed to. Simple as that. All right, first startup. Well, it started. So what I'm gonna do now is go fuck home and then worry about the rest of this shit sometime later this week. Really can't do anything until I get the subframe back up. So I am probably gonna run it a little bit more tomorrow and let it run for a while and see if any oil leaks out of the turbo, and make sure I don't have any more fuel leaks. That's probably the most important two things, because they can catch on fire, and you don't want that. So stay with me. Well, got the subframe back up, got everything hooked back up. Seen another part, got the car running or whatever. I had to run before I got the subframe and everything back up. But I've been working on cars for probably the last 20 some odd years. I got a degree in auto tech, but I really
I've never used it. When I graduated from Lincoln Tech, I think that was like right after 9/11 had happened, and the economy and jobs and everything were in the crapper anyway, so I ended up doing something else. But anyway, if you watched earlier through the video, you saw that I assumed that all the oil that was over here in this area came from the turbo leaking. And I figured, I'd get in there and swap out the gasket and hope that was the end of it. Well, I get everything back together, slap the axle back in, and what do you know? As soon as I get the axle in, the inner boot is just puking the oil that I saw on the inside of the wheel well and a bunch of needle bearings. So this whole time it's been my axle that was the problem after I done already snatched everything out of the car and put it back in there. Oh man, I feel like a W. But I guess it's one of those things that you end up learning the hard way. But I got some other things done along with what I was doing. After suffering help get it done, so I guess it wasn't a total loss. But yeah, so after I saw that, I kind of sat there sulked for a little bit, and then we bought a new passenger side axle, so that'll be here in the next couple of days, I guess. And I already ordered a new set of tires, so I can take the winter tires off and swap those out. So hopefully this damn thing will be back on the road before June. Fingers crossed and all of that. So, guess I'm gonna end this video here. I don't even know what to say. But if you made it this far into the video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you want to make fun of me, hit the comment section. Y'all be good, y'all be safe, and it's getting warm out here, so things are probably gonna do well. Peace.